Hi, my name is Mr. Chonyo. Welcome to my study room. Today we are solving question 28 of Wassce 2022 General or Core Mathematics paper. And it reads, a boy 1.4 meters tall stood 10 meters away from a tree of height 12 meters. Calculate correct to the nearest degree the angle of elevation of the top of the tree from the boy's eyes. This is a word problem, so just as we solve word problems, we have to analyze the problem and then underline the key facts that we are going to use to solve the question. So by analyzing the key facts, the question spoke about the main facts. I want you to read and see if you can identify some facts from this question that can help you sketch a diagram or solve the question. I'm sure you identify a boy which is 1.4 meters tall, and the fact that the boy is standing 10 meters away from a tree which is also 12 meters tall. Yes. So those are the important facts from the first part of the question. And also we have been asked to calculate to the nearest degree. So this is also an important information for us. We'll be picking all of them one by one. The angle of elevation. So angle of elevation is an important thing of the top of the tree from the boy's eyes. So angle of elevation of the top of the tree from the boy's eyes. So anytime you are given a question, try and see if you can underline the key facts from the question, and that is going to help you to get closer to knowing what to do. Right. So then again, those of us who can remember will know that this question is an application of trigonometry, and with this type of questions it will be much easier if we can sketch the diagram. So let me quickly sketch the diagram. Right, so this is my sketch, and the boy is 1.4 meters tall, so I have 1.4 meters here as the height of the boy. They said the boy stood 10 meters away from a tree, so we can have this as our tree. Yes, we can have this as our tree because the tree will be standing vertically. And then this will be our boy. So maybe let me just make the boy's head to here. Right. They said the boy stood 10 meters away from the tree. So if this is a tree and this is the boy, it means that the 10 meters will be here because the boy is 10 meters away from the tree. The height of the tree is 12 meters. So from the top here to this place is 12 meters. Right. Then we are asked to calculate correct to the nearest degree the angle of elevation of the top of the tree from the boy's eye level. So let me take you right from the last one, the boy's eye level. So if the boy is standing here, then this will be the boy's eye level. Your eye level is your line of sight, or the way you'll be seeing when you stand and decide to look straight You are not raising your head, you are not bowing your head. So that will be your eye level. So this is the boy's eye level. And the next thing is the angle of elevation. The angle of elevation is when, after looking at your eye level, now you decide to raise your eye and look at something above your eye level, then the new line of sight, which in this case is this one, and then your original eye level, which is your original line of sight where you have been watching, if you don't raise your head or bow your head, the angle between them is what we call the angle of elevation. So this angle here is what we are looking for, the angle of elevation that we are asked to calculate. But how do we get that? Again, this is an application of trigonometry which deals with right triangle. So when we trace the boy's eye level here, we will see that a right angle is formed here. And again, looking at the height of the boy and the ground, this forms a rectangle. And if it forms a rectangle, it means that this side and this side are equal. So this side will also be 10 meters. And this side will also be 1.4 meters. Because we have now formed a rectangle. So this side and this side will be equal. This side and this side will be equal. If this side is 1.4 meters, then I hope you tell me that this side to this side is also not 12 meters again. And you know why? Yes. Because the whole thing is 12. So if now we have 1.4 here, from the top here will just be 12 minus 1.4, which we can easily get as 10.6. You can just work that on your calculator. So this side is 10.6 meters. That is only from this side to the top of the tree. So that when we add 10.6 and 1.4, we'll get our 12 back. Right. Now, we are now going to use just this triangle to find our theta. And again, I hope you remember what to be using. So, ka tua, which means that the sine of the angle theta will be opposite over hypotenuse. Cos of the angle theta will be adjacent over hypotenuse, and the tan of the angle theta will be opposite over adjacent. From a right triangle, the side that is facing the right angle is always the hypotenuse, and that is the longest side of the triangle. And then the side that is facing our angle theta is called the opposite side. And then the last side is called the adjacent. The opposite and the adjacent, they interchange depending on the position of the acute angle theta. If theta is here, this side will now be facing theta. So this becomes the opposite and this will be adjacent. Hypotenuse doesn't change. It is always the side that is facing the right angle. And the right angle is always fixed at one place. For us to be able to solve, we must know at least two of the three. Two sides and an angle, we need to know at least two. So we know the adjacent, we know the opposite, which is 10.6. So that means we'll use the ratio that has opposite and adjacent. And I'm sure you agree with me that we'll be using 2. So let's write tan theta will be equal to opposite is 10.6 over adjacent, which is 10. To make theta the subject, we take tan inverse of both sides. So taking tan inverse of both sides, we'll cancel out the tan here. So you have theta left, and that will be tan inverse of 10.6 over 10. And working that with our calculator, we are going to get 46.67 degrees. Remember, the question said to the nearest degree. So we have used all the information we've underlined here. To the nearest degree will be approximately 47 degrees. And that is option B. And this ends our lesson for today. I hope this has been helpful to you. If yes, why not consider subscribing to this channel for more videos like this. Till we meet again in my study room. Thank you. Bye.